So good morning, everybody. It's fantastic to see you all here today. Thanks for your attendance, your time, your support. As always for Ibec is really deeply appreciated. This is the third CEO conference we've had, and we're delighted to be here today at this point in time. The theme of today's conference, as Olivia said, is the business of Europe. We were meant to hold this conference last November, but we moved it to coincide with the presidency that Ireland holds of the Council of the European Union, as we felt it's the right time to get the right focus on the right issues for Europe. This is the seventh time, of course, that Ireland has held the presidency, and each time we've held it with pride, and we've worked very hard to advance the interests of Europe. And the presidency isn't just a title, but it affords us a great opportunity, actually, to shape and drive the agenda across Europe from a small base here in the Atlantic Ocean. So our theme of today is the business of Europe. We know ultimately the fate of the Irish economy is intertwined deeply with the fate of the European economy. And that's why we brought together a really outstanding group of speakers from diverse backgrounds within Ireland and from across Europe, with varied experiences that I know today they'll inform us, they'll challenge us, and they'll inspire us. And one of the great features of this conference over the last few years has been the ability that everyone attending has had to network, to get to know each other, to spend time together. So you'll see throughout the day there's quite an amount of time to get talking with people and to get to know people that are around you, because I do know there are many customers of people already in this room. So the focus of the presidency that we see, and of every successive presidency we see, must be to ensure that we take all measures possible needed to drive support for business, to drive stability, to create jobs and to create growth. That's a shared objective of government, of business, trade unions and citizens, and while we may disagree sometimes on how this might be achieved, I think we're united in our determination to succeed. Every morning, I know everyone I know in the business community gets up and thinks about how to achieve growth for their business. And we know that achieving growth is not easy. It requires difficult choices to be made. It requires a single-minded focus on growth. And as President Van Rompuy said a few minutes ago in his video address, Ireland has held the course. I think Ireland has also, and the business community, has been at the front of this recovery. Before the onset of the banking and the fiscal crisis, already 5 years ago, Irish business was already getting costs into line. We were already regaining competitiveness. We were already enhancing new productivity and already trying to exploit new markets. Now we are seeing these steps being matched by positive action across the economy. The recent €300 million investment announcement in research funding for Science Foundation Ireland, the Action Plan for Jobs announced by the government, and Budget 2013, which did not increase costs of employment. These initiatives demonstrate new and positive thinking that will support business in facing our challenges. At events like these, you're also reminded of the breadth and scale and depth, actually, of Ibec, and uniqueness of Ibec and its membership. There are 7,500 members of Ibec in Ireland, employing nearly 1 million people. So many of the CEOs, of course, sitting in this room, and we have almost 400 of you here today representing organisations of all shapes and sizes, public, private, indigenous, foreign owned. And this is a unique gathering in Irish business and public life, and we want to respect and keep that uniqueness in place over the next years. There are few opportunities like this, genuinely few opportunities, where as a CEO you can get to come and meet your fellow CEOs, you can spend time, you can network, to gather and kind of, listen to each other on the key issues of the day. And I'm convinced that Ibec has something very special and something very unique. And you might think that, and you might say, well, of course you'd say that, but genuinely I believe that events like today demonstrate Ibec's mission in life. I mean, our number one mission in life for Ibec is to facilitate connections, to build networks, and to help businesses grow. And these are the key roles that Ibec is playing in Irish business and will play in Irish business. During my time in Ibec, I've witnessed how Ibec is maintaining a strong and positive environment for business. through the provision of very strong IR and HR services directly to our members, our 70 plus sector associations, and our wide policy and business representation roles. And Ibec's strength, our strength, comes not just from representing businesses on broad macro issues, but by working on a daily basis with you, the members, addressing the issues, your individual employer and business issues. And Ibec's ongoing success will be measured on our ability actually to adapt to a new environment, a changing environment, a much more competitive environment. And we're very committed to making sure that Ibec is set up right for the future. We believe at the core of Ibec, the strength of Ibec's role will not change. But in a challenging economic environment, we have to ensure that Ibec's providing value to its members at competitive costs. Days like today are a core part of the value that Ibec provides to its members. A day like today cannot take place without a lot of support. I'd like to thank, first of all, PwC for their continued support. This is the second year that we've been working with PwC at this event, and we're delighted with that. We're also delighted that Aircom has joined us as our communications partner. That's extremely important to us. And we also like to thank CNBC, our media partner, once again, who are broadcasting live across Europe. I'd also like to thank our speakers for agreeing to address us here today, for giving us their time to share their wisdom and insights. We're really honoured to have such a high caliber group of speakers to share with us today. Lastly, I want to thank all of you for being here. Your commitment, your time investment to this conference is extremely important, and it demonstrates, I think, the importance of the issues in the Irish business community. This is your day, this is your conference. I would love for everyone here to get as much out of it as possible. There are a number of ways you can get directly involved and get as much as you can out of it. Directly issuing questions and asking questions of the speakers through Twitter, on the hashtag CEOConf, or networking with your peers over coffee, over lunch. There's plenty of time to do that. I'd like to leave you with three thoughts. Today is a unique opportunity for us to discuss the national issues and European issues that are most important to business. Let us all take full advantage of our time together today on that. Across Europe, Irish businesses are recognised for their ability in withstanding the crisis and emerging stronger than ever. Let's share this story with Europe. Let's tell everybody the real story. And whilst the journey ahead will have sometimes difficult choices, finally it feels like we're on some path to recovery. Whilst maybe not the full path to recovery, we're on the start of that path to recovery. Europe will emerge from this crisis stronger than before, as will Ireland. And today we're making an important contribution in achieving this. Please enjoy the day. I think it'll be very insightful, thought-provoking, and hopefully entertaining. Thank you very much.